Hi friends, I'm back with a yoga offering. Please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, modify anything you need to, use what props you have, and take care of your body. Let's start on our backs today. You can come into a savasana type position, spread out. Let the weight of your body release back into the floor and start to slow down your breath. These first few moments of our practice can be a lot like starting a meditation. With an intention to be present with what we're doing. With an intention to notice when that presence wanders or checks out. And an anchor to come back to. So here your anchor can be your breath and the sensations in your body. You can let your eyes open or keep them closed as it's useful for you throughout your practice. And we'll begin by sliding arms overhead and stretching long through your arms and legs, reaching through your fingers and your toes. And then interlace your fingers and press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release, bring your right knee to your chest, give that knee a good squeeze in. And then straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times in both directions. And then bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the right, and straighten your leg part way or all the way out to the side. And you can adjust where you hold so it works for your body. Keep that left leg grounded, and see if you can drop your shoulders, drop your chin. Using just the right amount of effort to be in each shape. Letting go of what's not needed here. Let's release, bend your knee, bring it across, spinal twist. Open out through the right arm, let your knee and shoulder release away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal and your right arm on a high diagonal, like a big tug of war from your fingers to your toes. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, take a little circle or rock with your knees. And then grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. And then straighten this leg up towards the ceiling. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times in both directions. And then release, bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of your right leg. And then release, bend your knee, bring it across. Spinal twist, first with a bent knee. And then straighten your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal, connecting the whole body, one end to the other. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, take a little circle or rock with your knees. Let's drop the feet to the floor, interlace fingers behind the head, Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take 2 more. Last one. And release down. Let's bring the right knee in, take the left elbow across, and then extend right leg really long. And we'll go back and forth here. Knee in, extend long. Keep the belly drawing in the whole time. See if you can relax your face the whole time. Each time you reach long, reach as long as you can. Knee in and long. One more. And then release and switch. Left knee in, right elbow across, and then extend long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. Knee in, reach long. One more. And then release. Bring both knees in. Roll your way up to sitting. Let's come all the way into a high push-up. Spread your fingers. Lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. Cobra or up dog, as low or high as feels right for you. And back to down dog. You might pedal out your feet or swing your hips side to side. Taking any movement that helps you get into your body, feeling what you're doing. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Take any movement here. Let's bend the knees a little more and roll up, coming all the way up to standing. We'll step up to the front of the mat, come into your mountain pose, Tadasana. Being intentional about what you're doing, each moment, feeling right here, this, feeling your breath. Let's take a full A series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up, bend your knee in, and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, send it a little higher, and then right knee towards right upper arm, extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. From here, lift the right hand, flip over, bring your foot to the floor, and then lift the hips. Wild thing. And you can explore, experiment here in any way that's interesting. Thinking of this as an opportunity to feel what it's like to be in your body. Let's bring the right hand back to the floor, thread the right leg out to the other side, lift the left arm, and again, explore in any way. Movement or just feeling around within your body. When you're ready, both hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight a little higher, and then left knee towards left upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Oh, actually, towards the center of your chest, let's tip over. Lift the left hand and then lift the hips, wild thing. You might circle your arm, bend or straighten the legs. Just notice what you're feeling, whatever you're choosing to do. Let's release left hand back to the floor. Thread the left leg out to the other side, lift the right arm. Play around. Something similar to what you did on the other side. And then both hands back to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. And then into a good rest. So that could be down dog, but it could just as well be child's pose. Or sitting or on your forearms, letting go. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's bend the knees, arms up. Inhale, chair, holding here. Hips low, head high, shoulders low. Can it be just like a meditation while you're feeling this? Last breath here. Fold forward, release. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's come into a twist. Left elbow cross to the outside of the right knee. Work the palms towards the center of the chest. And if there's a different variation of this, you're welcome. You could take a low lunge or a different arm position. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Open up through the top arm. Feel free to bend the bottom leg or grab a block for your bottom hand. Let's rotate through airplane. Lift the right arm. Square off the hips. And then revolved half moon. Left hand to the floor. Right arm high. Going towards a straight line. From one arm to the other, from your head to your back foot. And then release, step back, pyramid pose, adjust the footing. You may want to grab blocks or a block. We're going to bring the left hand to either the foot, the ankle, the floor, or a block. And the block could be on the inside or outside of that front foot. Right hand can be at the lower back, revolve triangle. Draw back through the right hip. Extend right arm high. Last breath. Release, hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. Feel what you're doing. Whatever you're choosing to do. Transitions being a time to take care of yourself, integrating what you've just done. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge. Arms up, come into a twist here, right elbow across. Exploring within the pose, how much can you feel what you're doing? The more we feel what we're doing, the more that we might learn about how this body works, what's going on, how best to take care of it. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So using what you feel to fine tune, but also expanding the capacity to be with more, not just what's comfortable, but growing. Is it possible to feel everything that this pose is stirring up and open up to it? Let it be just like this. Let's lift the bottom hand, square off the hips, airplane, and then lower the right hand. Try and keep the hips square, going in the directions you know to go in. Revolved half moon. Doesn't have to look any different or feel any different than it does. You're doing your best given what you understand and are able to do. That's all you can ever do. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, short step back, pyramid pose. Feel free to adjust your footing, maybe grab a block. Right hand to a block, your foot or the floor. Your left hand can start at your lower back, helping to square the hips and then extend it up. Doing everything you know to do, everything you're able to do, and letting that be just like this. 100% effort, 100% surrender. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then rest. Down dog, child's pose, you're sitting. Letting go of all of that. Let's come back through down dog and we'll bring the right knee forward for pigeon pose. Scoot back through the left leg, help the hips get as low as they'll go. I'm going to offer some upright variations. You're welcome to join me or go right to the forward fold variation. So if you want to start upright, make sure your hips are square. If you need to prop up that right hip, go ahead. You can keep hands on the floor or try them somewhere else, wherever it makes sense for you. And some options are to bend the back leg, reach for the inside of the foot, and then kick your foot into your hand, letting that help open the front of the left shoulder. Do try and keep the hips square, make sure you're breathing the whole time. Another option is to draw the heel in, now getting into a little bit of a quad stretch. Use what's useful, skip what doesn't work for you. There are several other variations if you know any or want to try any others, you're welcome. Whenever you're ready to fold forward, you can release that back leg and then come down and surrender, softening towards the floor. Let's make our way back to down dog. However you want to get there. Same thing other side. Left knee comes forward, pigeon pose. Setting up for an upright position, so maybe adjusting the angle of the front leg, using support under the left hip if that's useful. And then if you did so on the other side, you can try some back leg variations, reaching for the inside of the foot, kicking the foot into the hand to open the right shoulder and chest. If you did so on the other side, you might draw the heel in. If there were other variations you took on the other side, feel free to do those as well. Whenever you feel like folding, you can release forward. Use support under your chest or forehead if that's useful. Let's release. Make your way back to down dog. And all the way through to sitting. So we are moving towards the end of our practice. I'm going to suggest a shoulder stand and plow for those of you that is a pose that it works for. If those are not poses you want to do right now, an alternative is to slide something under the sacrum, a block or firm cushion, or just go to a wall. You can do this at a wall, legs up the wall. I'm not going to go into too much detail for instructions, so if you don't already know shoulder stand and plow, save it for another time. If it is a pose that works for you in general, go ahead and try it, but feel how it actually is today. There are some poses you may practice sometimes, but then others it doesn't feel right for whatever reason. Please listen to that. And then sometimes there are poses we let go of. They no longer serve. So feeling the rightness of this now. Whenever the pose feels complete for you, come out of it. If you are in shoulder stand and want to take one or both legs overhead towards plow, feel free to do that. Again, listening to your body. When you are ready to come down, do so slowly. I like to hold my feet and pull on my feet like brakes and slowly roll my back down. There may be some other way you like to exit. Take a moment just checking in with your body as to what's needed, what would be a good ending to this practice for you. So I'm going to do a supported fish to wrap up my practice. If you have blocks or props and you want to try supported fish, something is going to go under the upper back, pretty high up. And then depending on how big that thing is, you may want something else to support your head. So the harder or higher the thing you choose, the more intense. The softer, smaller the thing you choose, the less intense. So find an intensity that feels appropriate for you today. Arms can be overhead or out to the side. Legs can be bent or straight. And then settle in, letting go. It can be really efficient and useful to go hard and fast sometimes. And if we are trying to be efficient, when we're resting, go deep fast, let go. How much can you release here? I find with practice, I'm more quickly able to release more deeply. So giving yourself permission to let go fully right here, wherever you are. And trusting that we're each learning how to do that as best we can at the rate that we can. You're welcome to stay where you are longer if you're enjoying this, if you're ready to come out of it. One gentle way of doing so is to interlace fingers behind your head, lift your chin to your chest, lean to one elbow, move your props out of your way, and then come down. Checking in with your body. Is anything else needed before you come into your final rest? If so, take your time. And sometimes after doing a shoulder stand and plow, there can be discomfort in the lower back with savasana. So if that's true for you, a lift underneath the thighs or knees can help alleviate that, or even doing shavasana with knees bent. Shoulder stand and plow are a big stretch. So as our backs come back to a normal position, there can sometimes be a little spasming, and it's normal. Letting go. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Deepen your breath. Let your movement increase, eventually stretching out through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in. Roll to one side. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for practicing with me today. Thanks for taking such good care of yourself. I so appreciate you choosing my video, doing this with me, even though we can't see each other right now. I try as a teacher to have my offerings just be that, an offering, and not be attached to where and how it lands or benefits others. But it matters to me if it benefits you. I'm also human and really care a lot. So if you are enjoying these, please let me know. It makes me feel really good and helps motivate me to keep going and doing what I'm doing. So thanks, everyone.